openers got their approach wrong today, or was it a deliberate plan to be cautious in the first 6 overs, looking at the collapse KKR suffered in the last game against CSK?
It's not a deliberate plan to go that slow, I guess, but full credit to Rajasthan Royals bowlers. They didn't allow us to play Kolkata Knight Riders cricket up front. Under Brendan McCullum as coach, we generally like to play with a lot of freedom, take the game on and provide a highly entertainment game of cricket. Unfortunately, we didn't do that tonight, but we've got a few days to turn around very quickly with the next game against the Kings 11 in Ahmedabad in a few days' time.
Hello, good evening, David.
Hello.
So Shubman Gill has not been among the runs this season, and he had an indifferent test series against England as well. So how have you approached him as a coach, and are you working on certain things, or how would you evaluate his form currently?
Well, he's a star player. That's one thing I do know. He took the Test match arena by storm in Australia. The way he works on his game in the nets, he's very specific, a great work ethic and a ripping kid. So he's going to, all I can say is probably form will come and go, but class is always permanent. And he's one classy individual off the field, but also an exceptionally talented player on the field. And mark my words, I think he'll be one of the highest scoring batsmen throughout the tournament. By the end of the tournament, I should say. He's an absolute class act.
Yeah, hi. David, well, looking at the form of Andre Russell in last match, he played brilliantly, but today he came in 16th over. So do you think that he could have batted a little earlier? What's your thought?
Well, it's a tough one, really. We just needed to get a partnership going at that stage when Andre was ready to come in next, and Dre's probably at his scintillating best when he has maybe 3 or 4 overs to go. He can hit, say, 30 or 40 runs off about 15 balls, and in a perfect world, he can go number 3 and can make 200, I guess. But wasn't to beat tonight, and we've got to maybe look at all strategies when it comes to the batting going forward. We play Kings 11 in a couple of days' time, and everything's on the table.
Yeah. Hi, David. Wanted to know that what's the plan with Lockie Ferguson, because he's a tear-away quick bowler from New Zealand, and when do we see him probably sharing the ball with Pat Cummins, because 2 express fast bowlers have always been very successful in the IPL.
Yeah, they have been, and Lockie Ferguson is probably at the peak of his powers. He's a class act, excellent bowler for New Zealand. He played particularly well for Kolkata last year in Abu Dhabi and in Dubai and Sharjah for that matter as well. And he's handy depth, but he's also going to push for selection over the remaining games. I think everyone's on the table in terms of selection, but Brendan's got some tough decisions to make. We're going to start winning some games, or the tournament will be over, and I think everything will be discussed.
KKR has some extremely experienced bunch of players who are also the specialists. So after a defeat like this, how do you collectively address this issue and build the atmosphere inside the change room?
Well, the dressing room is always one of highest morale. Lots of confidence in there. The talent amongst the players is, I think, second to none. We just need to go out and deliver on the cricket field, actually. But all the boys have each other's backs. They trust each other. They believe in each other. We just got to tinker a few little issues out in the field. Once we do that, I think you'll find we'll get on a little bit of a run and win a few games. And you never know, hit the finals at the back end of the series and. Watch out for any team that's coming up against the Kolkata Knight Riders in form.